Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Solutions Studio here at the second World Summit for Social Development in Doha, Qatar. We are here to talk about more initiatives that have been announced here at the summit. And this session in particular, we're talking about accelerating just transitions, job social protection, and digital inclusion for all. My name is Ariel Alexevich. I am with the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs. I am joined here by Gitanjali Sa, the Strategy and Policy Coordinator at the International Telecommunications Union, or ITU, and she's representing the Partner to Connect Digital Coalition Initiative. And next to her, we have Dr. Il-Chong Yi, the Senior Research Coordinator at the UN Research Institute for Social Development. Thank you both for being here. Great. So if I can give each of you the floor to start to tell us about your initiatives. So Gitanjali, let's start with you, please.
Thank you, Ariel, and it's really an honor for ITU that the Partner to Connect Digital Coalition has been selected for the solutions space this time. Those of you who don't know, the ITU, International Telecommunication Union, is the oldest UN agency. It's 160 years old. We completed 160 years this year. And Partner to Connect, as we also call it as P2C, popularly known as P2C, is ITU's global initiative, which is built on two very simple ideas. One, that universal, meaningful connectivity is absolutely essential for equality and for equal access to all and for everyone to benefit from the digital revolution. And the second one is no one can do it alone. We have to do it in partnerships and multi-stakeholder partnerships. So it is a multi-stakeholder platform where stakeholders from all over the world, whether they represent the academia, private sector, civil society, technical community, are all welcome to make a pledge, basically to submit their ideas, their projects, their initiatives on what they are doing to have digital inclusion. So back in 2022, we set up this multi-stakeholder platform, and a pledge is made. So what is this pledge about? The pledge could be about ICT infrastructure. It could be about capacity building. It could be about skills training. It could be about digital finance and digital inclusion. So the pledges are voluntary. They are voluntary public commitments that are made to inspire collaborative action. To date, we have 1,040 pledges from nearly 490 entities across 149 countries all over the world, representing more than 80 billion US dollars in value. We've also built a self-reporting and a self-tracking mechanism for all these pledges so that the pledgers can go back and update their pledges and also track on what they have been able to achieve. So one of the achievements is also a matchmaking component. We have been doing matchmaking. Of course, a pledge that's submitted by some country may be very useful for someone else. So how does this matchmaking happen? The P2C matchmaking accelerators, recently we've done one in Guatemala and the other one in Jamaica that are perfect examples where pledgers were got together and really it sparked partnerships to develop further implementation of technology for digital inclusion. So today, I'd like to use this opportunity to invite all of you to contribute your ideas, your solutions, your projects to the Partner to Connect digital platform and to join us for this initiative for bridging the digital divide. Thank you so much.
That's wonderful to hear, Gitanjali. Thank you for sharing that with us, and it looks like it's already making an impact for sure. Il-Chong, please, can we hear from you about the International Forum We the Youth?
Thank you very much for inviting us to this solution initiative. And for those who do not know much about UNRIST, maybe I can begin with some brief introduction of UNRIST. UNRIST was established in 1963. And our mandate is to challenge the conventional wisdom to provide alternative solutions and alternative ideas to development. So in a way, we wanted to be different from existing ones from the beginning. And the bold and ambitious initiative is kind of a feature of our research always. And we took this bold and ambitious initiative last year with a focus on youth. So the idea is to place youth in the driver's seat in an authentic way. So we started building platform where youth can upload their policy recommendations, and it was established in June 2025, several months ago. And within 4 months, we got around more than 27,000 youth from more than 160 countries across the world. And they uploaded more than 2,700 policy recommendations. And those uploaders are from more than 140 countries. And they voted each other, and then they selected about 300 top voted uploaders. And we selected 50 uploaders per region for 6 regions across the world. And we gathered all those 300 uploaders. They are called, by the way, catalysts. And we mobilized those catalysts in 6 cities. In Sao Paulo, in Gaborone, in Geneva, in New York, in Bangkok, in Seoul. So they had a very good discussion to produce policy recommendations specific to their regions. And they voted each other to elect 25 out of 50 catalysts to send them to the final conference, which was held in Seoul several days ago, actually, from 26 to 29 of October. And they had very good discussions to produce policy recommendations for global leaders. And here in WSSD, we invited those guys who participated in that final conference to produce policy recommendations to disseminate that idea to policymakers at the global level. And we are going to continue that kind of effort to support those guys to disseminate those messages across the world. And that is the kind of, we had something we took as a bold and ambitious initiative to place youth in the driver's seat in an authentic way. Thank you very much.
Great. Thank you so much for sharing that. That's another one. It sounds like a lot of momentum already for the initiative. That's great. I want to ask each of you, what are the ways in which your initiative contributes to the just transition and inclusive development? Please, Gitanjali.
Thank you. So, like I mentioned before, it's a platform where anyone can go and make a pledge, and anyone can make their project known as well. So, like my colleague also mentioned, we are also giving global visibility to all these projects which are submitted to the P2C platform. For instance, we had organized Digital at UNGA very recently at the UNGA, where we had the P2C pledgers represented. They showcased their projects there on how digital is making a difference and how they are using digital to accelerate the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. We will have a special session of the Digital at UNGA also during the WSIS Plus 20 UNGA overall review in December. So that will be another opportunity for the P2C pledgers to be visible. So we are not only giving all the pledgers an opportunity to share their projects so that they can be replicated if they are applicable in different countries and by different stakeholders, but also giving them an opportunity at the global level for their project to be recognized all over the world. I'd also like to highlight the accelerators, the matchmaking that I mentioned. So this is also really important that you get the pledgers from the region together so that they are able to maximize the utilization of their resources, limited resources. So different people who are working in different areas get together to be able to use each other's resources and to be able to contribute towards digital inclusion. So thank you so much.
Great, thank you. So Il-chong.
So I think the just transition and social inclusion begin with kind of empowerment and cooperation. The whole idea behind this International Forum with the Youth, or IFWE, is to empower youth, who is the key player in just transition. So we wanted to empower them by making their voices heard by policymakers across the world, and that is a very important element we have in this context of IFWE, International Forum with the Youth. And the other one is cooperation. I mean, this International Forum with the Youth, or IFWE, is based on public, private, and civil society coalition. So we were collaborating with media, Munha Broadcasting Corporation in Korea, and local government, Eunpyeong District Office in Seoul, and Hanyang University, which is academic institution. And we were also collaborating with civil society organizations and NGOs, such as Debate Korea, which is focusing on debate societies capacity building, and DSA and all those other organizations who are participating in empowerment activities for youth. So I think this empowerment and cooperation are the two pillars we have in this context of International Forum with the Youth. And I think if we focus on those elements or principles or values, maybe we can accelerate the process to progress towards just transition and social inclusion.
Great, thank you for that. I want to now move to the topic of accountability, and I want to ask each of you where you see your project 1 year from now. So maybe this time I'll start with you, Il-chong.
So accountability is closely related to your long-term plan, I think. So this is not annual kind of event for us. This is this is not one-off event for us. It's a kind of a continuous effort to have activities to empower youth. So we are thinking about annual or biannual event to empower youth as an event. And then, as I mentioned, I mean, we will continue the effort to support those guys who are going to play a role of messengers to deliver the messages and policy recommendations in international fora like World Summit for Social Development like this. And then they are going to be the change makers to play a role in raising awareness about the importance of social inclusion and just transition. So I think that is what we are thinking about in terms of accountability.
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you. Gitanjali?
Thank you. So accountability is built into this pledging platform of Partner to Connect. Like I said, that there is a self-tracking and self-updating system in the platform where you can track your progress, and you can even kind of update as often as possible on how your pledge is contributing towards digital inclusion. So that is, and the second point I'd like to make is this is like a collaborative activity, bottom up. So it's kind of a collaborative accountability as well, that you're accountable for your own projects and for your own progress. So yes, it's integrated within the platform itself.
Okay, great. I also want to ask you, what partnerships or resources are you seeking from other summit participants? Gitanjali.
So from our side, it's really simple. Just log on and submit your project, your idea, your initiative. It's really it's it's the financial contribution that your project is making towards the achievement of your activities. So if you log on, you'll be able to understand better what I'm talking about. We are not asking you to give us that money, but that money shows your commitment, your pledge towards that implementation of that particular activity. So please log on and submit your project, and we'll be very happy to select you, like you selected us, to represent your organization in these different global events we do as well in Geneva, in New York, and in many other places. Thank you so much.
Great, thank you.
As I mentioned, this initiative is based on very strong coalition or partnership between public, private, and civil society sectors. And all those guys who are involved in this initiative are very much committed to empowering and strengthening youth voice. So as long as they are supportive of making youth voice heard by policymakers, it doesn't matter whether it is public, private, or civil society sectors. And one thing we have to think about in terms of resource mobilization, all those guys, young ones especially, those 27,000 young ones who subscribe to our platform are the resource mobilizers. They are already mobilizing their own resources, whether it is time or energy or whatever. I think that is the most important resource we are looking at.
Okay. And I'd like to conclude here by just asking each of you in one sentence, what is your call to action for everyone here at the summit? Please.
Hear the voice of youth.
Hear the voice of the youth. Short and simple. I love it.
Yes. Universal, meaningful connectivity for all.
Absolutely. Connectivity for all. So thank you so much, Gitanjali and Ilchong, for joining us here and sharing the news about your projects. I hope many more people are inspired to join and register with you guys. Thank you all for joining here in person and online. And we will be back here in the Solution Studio talking about more registered commitments for social development. Thank you so much.